Yo, what's good, First Smoke family? Yes, episode 94, Styles P. We're in New York with it. We're at the Stone Pizza Lounge. Shout out to Pizza Pusha. If you haven't already, go get the merch. I think the Family Ties tee, it's already sold out. There might be an XL left on that. Go check it out, shop.fsotd.com. Shout out to Dr. Dauber, drdauber.com. Go get an access, use our code. Go check out the website, fsotd.com. If you haven't already, our plans with that is to make it an app. So rock with us, check it out, see what you think about it. Hit us up at First Smoke of the Day on Instagram. Shout out to Grow Generation, growgeneration.com. Use the code FirstSmoke10. We got you on that. And shout out to Drip Hydro, man, for real. And shout out to Mood Trays too. Mood Trays, moodtrays.com. Use the code FirstSmoke. They're going to hook you up. Tell them the family sent you. Every one of these people is going to hook you up. We're waiting on you. We'll see you there. But without further ado, man, Styles P. Come on, man. It's legendary. Let's go.
Then we got my man Styles P.
What up? I mean, I've been around from the days before green hit. Like, I actually smoked my first green weed from God Bless the Dead, the great B.I.G.
We invented New Day East Coast culture.
So you're on the corner and they say piff or sour. Which one you grabbing?
You know, I'll grab it.
It's really about the respect and the power we have as a unit, and then the money we can gain from that.
Yo, what's up, man? We're back. It's First Smoke of the Day. It's episode 94 today. We're live from the Stoned Gourmet Lounge, smoking lounge here, courtesy of Pizza Pusha.
Word.
This boy Pat Godden's in the building, co-host Black Leaf.
Big legend, New York City legend.
Then we got my man Styles P. In
What
here
up? What's up, gentlemen? Love the show.
What's up,
Appreciate
man?
you coming, man. Making time for real.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. First off, man, what you got lit right there?
Courtesy of one of y'all peoples, man. Thank
That's
you. Y'all
big
got a great.
smack.
I got a, you know, this is not a fucking joke. This show. I needed a hassle. They provided me one. I got my homie Fidel's joint right here. I got a melon berries. Shout out to Fidel too.
He's a solid homie. It's
Yeah.
a deli ting.
No doubt.
No, yeah.
Yo, it's a crazy weekend. What, we're 2 days past 420.
Mm-hmm.
How'd your 420 go this year?
Pretty fucking amazing.
Everybody
Didn't
said
I see you guys on pre-420, right?
I saw you on stage.
On stage, yeah.
Crushing
Yeah. I started with you guys.
Yeah.
I was fucking high that whole night and the next day and high again today. And it's been a pretty awesome week, I must say. It's good. You know, for me, I appreciate it because I want to say this 420 and the past 420, I got to see a lot of people that are not from New York, like a lot of, you know, cannabis connoisseurs, entrepreneurs, just stoners, lovers of the culture, to see them all in the city and floating around, and so many good brands, and people, you know, mixing and getting familiar with each other is always cool. So, you know, I'm from New York, but my lungs are from California.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you're going way back. And this year, I felt like it was a lot of international people starting to spread even further. Because like you said, last year and this year, you saw that Washington Square Park going crazy.
Beautiful.
We met last year at Washington Square Park, courtesy of Astor Club.
Yeah,
Matt.
Definitely. Matt and Ben, those my guys. Yeah, so that was pretty dope. And that was dope because it was, for me, that was like the start of it, because it was very nostalgic. Some old, I mean, I used to do that before I even made it in rap. So to be back in the park on such a huge magnitude that many years later, almost 30, over 20 something years later, it was fucking pretty amazing. And just to see, like I said, so many, you know, renowned cannabis connoisseurs and entrepreneurs and smokers and dealers and everybody in between was just pretty fucking awesome for the city, you know? For me personally, the
industry's growing, and now New York is where it's at. It's the scene is live here.
Yeah.
The energy's crazy.
Yeah,
people are welcomed.
Definitely,
you know.
I think that's how New Yorkers roll. Like, New York is a melting pot. You know, it's full of all type of people, and We like to get high.
That's a fact.
That's a fucking fact.
That's a
New York's
lyric.
always been the number one, I'd say market for consumption. Like how much gets consumed in one place.
Yeah.
Is like, you're not touching that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's crazy.
Legacy of fireweed.
And it goes way back.
Yeah.
Talk about it, growing up and shit. What was it like growing up in New York?
It was fucking pretty awesome for me. It's the mecca of hip hop. Like I said, it's very fast up the pace place. And as a stoner though, like as a stoner for me personally, it's good to see the evolution. I mean, I've been around from the days before green hit. Like I actually smoked my first green weed from God Bless the Dead, the great B.I.G. Intro to Hydro. That's how we was introduced to Hydro. Before that, we were smoking like chocolate. Then, went on to shout out to my OG legendary Branson. Then blowing Branson and then just getting familiar with different green weed, and then going to Cali and getting high was just kind of the game changer. So to see the game grow so much and people now getting more common to more flavors and strains, because back then from New York, it was they gonna smoke just fucking sour and haze, and that was fucking it. Like you could, like it was a time like you had. If you was on the streets, right? Like just say if you was doing shit on the streets, and you tell a dude, yo, I got some kush. He like nah. And it's like, yo, this shit is fire. This shit is kush. He'd be like, nah. And you have to remarket it next week. Yo, I got some super sour. And they'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll buy that shit. It's the same fucking pack I just showed you last week. But everybody was smoking sour and haze. So to see it advance from sour and haze to kush to cookies into now all these fucking extremely high, THC involved strains is fucking pretty incredible for me.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
So you're on the corner and they say piff or sour. Which one you grabbing?
I'm grabbing sour.
Okay.
I'm definitely grabbing sour. Like piff, piff is like the appetizer. Like a good sativa is like, for me, like I don't, everybody thinks they have to smoke the same. Get high, do what works for fucking you. Don't worry about what the crowd's doing, your man's doing. Do what works for you. So I like actually, I would say my favorite sativa is some good Jack. To be honest with you, if it's some fire Jack, haze Jack. But it's like the appetizer. It's like after I got really stoned, ate, and I want to chill, I'm gonna smoke a good sativa. Other than that, I'm trying to get blasted.
Yeah.
So what's it like? Your first time getting put on with green weed was with Big. Is this before Big Blue, or is it?
This is after Ready to Die.
Oh wow! So
I didn't meet him till after Ready to Die.
So he's popping.
Yeah, he's popping. It was pretty fucking amazing. He used to keep fucking Hellman's jars of weed in the studio, like a Hellman jar full of green shit just there, and we always
up.
And what's crazy? He used to love our chocolate though. This is the chocolate days. This when chocolate was popping.
Tell
like
us what
the
that
kids
was.
don't even know what the fuck chocolate is.
I don't even. When you said chocolate, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know what you were talking about.
tie, yeah.
It's just like a form of tie. Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. It's like
tie,
basically. So that was what the strain was back then. That was the nice shit, like some dark yard weed, like Jamaican weed. When I say yard, dark,
I know exactly.
No
what you're
seeds,
saying,
dank. That was the first form of like fucking high potent, powerful shit that came after skunk and shit. Like this one, skunk was like nobody wanted skunk. You want Buddha, you want Thai, you want shit like that. So it went from that to Hydro, and then from Hydro to everything else, and that's how I kind of remember.
Once you got on the drill, you weren't looking back.
Nah, it was no looking back. But we still kept chocolate, but I've always been the whatever works the best. I like the highest form of bud, whatever's gonna get me super stoned. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. As you smoked longer and longer, how you feel about also quality? Like you wanted to be
I always
smooth.
felt about quality, even when we were smoking chocolate.
Yeah.
It was loads of different chocolate out. It wasn't just like one chocolate. And it's like you could get some fucked up shit. So even back then, you went to somebody that you knew was reputable, who was consistent with a good pack. Like, so I think all weed connoisseurs, no matter what, you always gonna find the best fucking option is the most powerful shit. You don't want to be smoking headache.
Yeah, that's how we started too. Like we started on Reggie.
That's a great nickname for it too, headache.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lost terp though. That chocolate terp.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore.
Not at all.
What were you guys smoking out of at this point?
That back then was Phillies and White House.
Because I feel like New York was definitely on backwoods first.
Definitely.
Like New York had backwoods. I had homies from New York though.
Definitely, but Cali smoked a lot of backwoods too.
Yeah. True.
Old school Cali.
I guess just because I'm from the East Coast, I saw it like that. My homies would come down to Florida, they all be smoking backwoods, and I was just like, it's heavy.
Yeah,
shit's heavy.
I would say it started with Phillies and White House, and then people had their preference of backwoods or Dutch Masters.
And see, Dutches are made in Florida, so we were on the Dutches.
Yeah.
Philly though, which Philly? I guess for
straight
White
up
Owl.
Philly.
Yeah,
straight up Philly, straight up White Owl. This is before all the flavor shit too.
Yeah,
this
no
is
peach
before
White Owls,
no fucking that all of them kind of different grape and all of that at the the beginning of shit. So you just went for a regular basic Philly White Owl, which then advanced to Dutchess, because Dutchess were the lighter leaf out of all of them, and then you would rip the inside layer off.
Just kind of leaf.
Yeah, kind of roll a leaf or a little strip of the inside and most of the leaf. So it was about, I guess, getting higher, really. A lot of people, and what's crazy, a lot of people don't know they're more addicted to tobacco than the bud. And they kind of really don't know it. Like, because one, you can't really fucking taste great bud when you're smoking all that fucking cigar like that. Like so you need to thin your cigar down or do some shit just to even get the flavor.
It gets heavy. We were on Swisher Sweets heavy too.
Yeah.
That shit gets heavy. And then the grapes came out, all that shit. Ross, he said he's still on the grapes. He's still taking them bitches down. Grape swishers.
When you're known as like the smoker too. I mean, from the very beginning of your career, like you're the guy. It was way back when it wasn't cool. When you guys were moving around and it wasn't cool to have weed or stinking like weed. Did you get a lot of passes or did you have some problems in the beginning?
I got passes and I had problems, but I think been a lot of passes and I had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But mainly I'm fortunate through the job. People kind of understand, and then making good times actually just helped. And it was like, nah, this is the get high guy.
Yeah.
He's the get high guy. Let him be. You know what I mean? So it became what it is. And there's people who paved the way for me. Meth, Redman, like, you know what I mean? It's East Coast legends, also huge smokers. So I was making rounds they already made. So it was kind of like, I wasn't the first to kick in the door. I just was a fucking degenerate more.
And you put out one of the biggest weed songs of all time.
Yeah.
We're like literally like a weed anthem.
Yeah.
It's I mean, you can't go anywhere and that thing doesn't show up and people aren't like, lighting shit. Like
that was, shout out to Swiss for actually just making something that, I had I smoke a lot. I smoke in the studio a lot. So he just made something that kind of just worked for me and I appreciated it, and it worked.
What's it like working with Swiss?
It was great.
Yeah.
It's my bro. Yeah, it was great. So back then the hunger was, whole Rough Riders Camp, Swips, X, Reese, PK, us, Drag, Eve, all the young people on the streets. That kind of just energy is.
I don't think people
different.
realize how big like the Rough Riders, No Limit eras were for like hip hop and just young people.
Yeah,
that were just, it didn't matter. It was crazy. Like you looked at that, like those crews, and you were like, "Yo, that's those are the top people doing this shit." And look how many there are. Like, crazy.
And a lot of the weed brought
DMX is in like movies at this time. Like, rest in peace, DMX, man. Rough Riders is one of the hardest anthems and craziest groups of just people coming together. And that's all out of New York, because that's crazy. You're going from being around Big, smoking, getting put on Dro, and then you're around X and all them and the Rough Riders.
I grew up with X. X is from Yonkers. He's from where we from. That's crazy,
bro.
X was a legend before any of us made it in rap. He was already a legend where we was from. So
I feel like he was ahead of his time.
Definitely.
Damn.
1000%.
Yonkers is rough too. I mean, you say you had a great growing up, but I mean, it ain't nothing to play with.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yo, family, if you want to know where to get all the dope exclusive merch you see us rocking on the show, go to shop.fsotd.com. It's free shipping on all domestic orders. We're trying to hook up the whole family. We want you guys to rock the merch and show us you're a part of the family. All the ashtrays are on there. The lighters are on there. The trays are on there. The Stonewash hoodie is on there. The Family Ties tee is sold out. You should have moved quicker. And also,
yo, tag us in photos. Let us know you're rocking the merch, you're rolling up on the tray, you're watching firstsmokeoftheday.com. Let us know how you first smoke of the day. Hit us up on Instagram, First Smoke of the Day.
You basically start to blow up. Then what happens? Like, where does it go from there?
Well, first off, how did you start? Like, when was it that you were like, yo, I'm gonna do music? You know, did the artist start
Beach Street?
Did the artist start young in you?
Yeah, Definitely. I've been rapping since a very young age. Just knew it was something that I wanted to do. What's crazy is when we got on, like, nobody was on from Yonkers, period. So being a young man and telling people what you want to do, a lot of people, you know, they're like, man, you better get a job. You better do this. You better get you better do this. You better do that.
And it's just
like people didn't, those believe. Fears. So you gotta, people would definitely project their fears on you.
Yeah.
But, manifestation and empowered belief is also something you should project on yourself and have that faith to believe in yourself and that you're gonna make it. And been rapping for a young age and met my partners, and we just did what we did. We had faith in ourselves. We kept working, kept believing. Kiss and Chic was extremely professional already when I met them. As young men, they was like making complete songs, like hook, verses, making sense of it, booking studio time, knowing how to put a song together.
Did they have someone gaming?
We sold like in high school. I used to work at Odd Job at the time, but a truckload of tapes came in. I stole off the truck, all the tapes. Then we made a tape. We was independent in high school. We sold tapes in high school, like literally. LOX sold music tapes in high school, like, you know what I mean. So those guys have been professional since we were young, like, you know what I mean, and just making great music, having a structure, having a belief, having a system. So, when you know you could do something, you got to go for it. You can't let nobody stop you. You just got to believe and just kind of keep pushing and don't worry about the doubt and the negativity. Just believe in yourself, and that usually gets the job done.
I say that's the formula.
Yeah, that usually gets the job done.
Never quitting.
Never quit. Never quit. You can't, because there's too many people who want to do. I don't care what you want to do in life, what you name. If it's a lot of people that are doing the same thing, you got to take your time. Let's go. Am I working harder than everyone else? Like, am I working harder? Am I working smarter? Am I working faster? Am I working as good, as well? Can I be doing better? How do we, keep progressing in life? So for me, that's how I and the group kind of approach everything we do,
You can tell.
Did Kiss and them being well put together at a young age, they had older dudes gaming them down to like how to do this and that, or they were just kind of like,
it was just smart, gifted, and just figured it out.
That's crazy.
That's drive. To have no one from your area basically showing you the ropes. Yeah, and just
there's definitely people who gave us advice and said what to do, but that's I think one thing about us, music wise and outside wise, we always we respect our elders and the OGs that came before us, but we always chose our own way of doing things all around the board, like, you know what I mean. So self-made would be kind of the statement that fits.
Absolutely. And you learn as you go through experiences. What's it like being young and up and coming, like putting in work and stuff, and you're not really seeing no rewards yet, but people think you got all of this or that because you're doing stuff.
That was something to deal with, but I would say it's even rougher now for young people. Like, I look at it like we definitely had to come up like that, but we didn't come up in a time where it was Instagram and Twitter. There was no social media, so it was, you're not worried about that pressure because you working hard on making sure you keep growing. So you don't even have the time from coming from where we come from to kind of worry about that. It comes with the ropes. That comes with the ropes from if you're selling weed outside and you're selling more weed bags to the next dude on the next corner. That comes with a certain, anything you do that you start doing well comes with a certain amount of pressure. And it's, do you fold? Do you listen to it? Do you care? You can't afford to. You just keep pushing. But nowadays, these kids have more pressure because somebody sees what you like and sees what they like in you. And sometimes they can't achieve it, then they don't like you. And then they're after you, and then there's more people who got to deal with more shit. Then you got to deal with people who just talk shit on their social pages. You got to deal with people who counts their money without going to work. So it's like, I say, like, you'll stress yourself out if, thank God for cannabis. Like, I don't walk around giving a fuck about what other people that I don't love and don't affect my immediate life think. I can't live my life by worrying about what you think of me. What I think of me matters. And as long as I'm comfortable with what I think of me, I'm good with everybody else. As long as I'm not violating them or disrespecting them, I don't have to float everybody's boat. I don't have a need to be liked or loved by everyone. Like, that's not what I was put on earth to do. So I don't live my life from that standpoint. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Cool, I appreciate it. I respect you. If you don't fuck with me, I respect you as long as you don't disrespect me. But I live in my life based on what the fuck other people think or their, what's going on in their minds. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you can't let other people's actions control what you're doing. That's it. That's how I view it.
That's real shit. It's like, people pleasing, shit like that.
Yeah.
Or rob you of your own happiness. I know it's probably a lot of pressure as you're going and you guys start, like, what was it like when you started, like, hitting the road and, like, doing shows in other spots and, like, touring, and these eras were, like, just so different.
We had so much fun that the pressure. We have a lot of fun. You ignore the pressure, or you deal with it. You understand it comes with it. Like, we were living our lives. We were doing something that we said we was gonna do. And to get on the road and start traveling and seeing different places, meeting other people, getting good bags of weed from places, going to parties, having fun, making money. It's pressure, but it's more pressure not having a job. It's more pressure with, running in and out of the spot, worrying about going to jail, worried about getting shot, worried about, paying, not being able to pay your bills, worrying about pulling double shifts. Like, so you can't let the pressure break you. You deal with it. You deal with it and you continue to have fun and enjoy the good times and know that pressure comes with it. Anything you do and that's worth doing is going to come with a certain amount of pressure, or it's going to come with a certain amount of you having to deal with negativity at some point, because it's part of positivity. You can't have yin without the yang. You can't have the light without the dark. They go hand in hand. So it's like, it's all about how you deal with it. And that makes the difference. That makes a world of difference. Once again, shout out to cannabis.
Yeah, for real.
The amount of bags that you've been handed over the years, you've seen the amount of strains, the amount of growers that have tried to get you product. Anything stand out, or one city that you were like, man, this city just always got it?
There's a few cities. Yeah. So definitely Cali. I mean, definitely, for me, I always, the Bay, LA, Portland.
Okay.
Oregon has fire weed. Seattle, Denver, of course, Detroit.
Okay, hell yeah!
Shout out to Detroit.
Yeah, and then just every state with just good people who know how to hustle, who know how to acquire shit from everywhere. So it's kind of like,
could be anywhere.
To be a stoner, it just somehow when you in a certain club, like I consider it to be like a society of its own, so to say. Like if you're really about that bud and that life, you seem to just always connect with the people who are, and that connection grows and grows, and then out of nowhere, it's just a kind of couple sets of certain people. Like even if you get somewhere, you now know where to go, who to call, and vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what the community is about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being on vacation. Someone smoking, you just click up.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just like if you're somewhere else, it's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You make friends just going about.
Yeah, pot is the common denominator. Like, I happen to be plant-based all the way around. I mean, I smoke plants, I eat plants. I sell fruits and veggies at Juices for Life. I sell herbs and oil at Pharmacy for Life. But if you, like, I look at it from this point, like, when you look at the world, and especially the world of pot and just being a certain thing, like I knew my first white homies just gave me some of the best pot I've ever had. Like in the early days, I knew to hang out with or connect with certain people from certain circles because they had hands on certain weed. So it's like, that's my fucking dog. He's gonna get that bud. He's cool. He like music, this and that. So pot is really the common denominator. It's a plant that's a common denominator that makes people from different races, different backgrounds, different countries, different shapes, sizes, forms connect through the power of the plant. So that's the one thing I don't like about today's culture with cannabis, to be honest with you. I love the spirit of collab. And I feel if you're a good grower, a good hustler, a good whatever, everybody should be doing some kind of collab, because people divided with trying to have the best this and best that, and then you hate all the other deals. Like that's not what stoner life's about. Like that's exact opposite of what being a stoner is really about. Like there's enough money and enough bud for everybody to where your ego shouldn't be involved when it comes to the plant. Like either you fuck with a person or you don't, but you don't have to knock somebody else's shit, or nobody has to hate on nobody else's shit. Like I don't really, even the popular brands who do that, I go, these guys don't really know about the fucking way of the stoner. That is not the way of the stoner.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a common denominator, something to make you feel good. That's how people first started linking through, good fucking bud,
100%.
Yeah, man, that's so true. It's like it goes on and on, right? It's a ripple in our culture where it's like it all started with share, inclusiveness, like you said, where you see somebody or you smell something, you're like, yo, what up? Oh man, yeah. And then everyone connects, like he's saying, it with DMX, with all these rappers, like the underlining was fireweed.
Yeah, you guys had a real platform, music at this time too. And being out and about in the world, like you said, there wasn't no social media and stuff. Like that gave you a real voice, and a real way to connect with a lot of people.
Definitely.
Where a lot of people are stuck in their same city, same town, never getting out, never
chasing their dream,
never knowing what existed outside of their world. That's why I feel like it's interesting. You guys, going around and doing your thing and just meeting everybody, and you bringing weed into the mix. It's just like, it brings everybody to the shows. Literally.
Yeah.
That's what's dope to me.
Yeah. That's what we like to see. We, Irving Plaza, both times we did it, to see that many, like there was people who, I'm not going to say anybody's names, but there was people I thought knew each other already or would have had connections or be cool. And it was like, I was like, you don't fuck with him? You don't fuck with each other? And they was like, nah. I'm like, well, come meet him. Like, you got Firebud, he got Firebud. Like, why wouldn't y'all? Like, what's the...
Yeah.
You're supposed to connect. Like, that's inevitable. That's the whole point. That's the person you're supposed to connect with. It's like going, if you're in a room full of people and then you see somebody who does the same exact occupation as them, you should kind of draw to them. Like, you know, it's just kind of logic to me, to be honest with you. But that's what we like to do. We like to connect and keep the spirit of the plant what is, you know, and the spirit of the hippie alive. Like,
why is an OG? I mean, give an OG gospel, you know, truly. Because we sit down with a lot of people and it's tough because we've also been in for a while. So we've seen it evolve and change. And I mean, man, it's crazy over the years. And now you guys were like the original culture because you start thinking about who came to your shows. Bro, it was growers, hustlers, smokers, movers, shakers. Like,
for sure.
Dude, what an epic time to be around that type of people too. You know what I'm saying? Like as it grows.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to think it introduced just even, there were people I would have never expected loved good times. And they'll come in, I fucking love you, bro, and come with a fire zip. I'm like, I would have never knew he listened to me. Like, you know what I mean? Or he, like, you know, it's a fucking grower. He look like a farmer. He's in a fucking pickup truck with, you know, some farming looking shit on, but he fuck with the culture and he fuck with the bud, and that's it. That's the connect right there.
Yeah.
That's the connection right there.
Yo, so if you guys didn't know already, everybody's switching to drip. Terps are a really big deal in today's market, but most importantly, so is the flavor. So everybody's switching to drip and feeding their flavor. And if you want to switch to drip, reach out to us.
Family at firstsmokeoftheday.com. Let us know. I want to switch to drip hydro.
We're dripped out. We're right here, our favorite place to go. You know, where the pros go to grow, at Grow Generation. Over 60 stores nationwide, either in-store or online. Use our code
FirstSmoke10. Family, get online if you're shopping for grow goods, FirstSmoke10, or in-store anywhere in the U.S.
Tell them the First Smoke family sent you. We'll see you there.
Yo, we got a gift from Dr. Dabber. Excess.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I can gift.
Dr. Dabber, come on, man. The homie. Big things right here.
How many times you performed this weekend? You see that one big show that you did?
I did that. I did something the next day.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something as soon as I leave here. I'm going to go home, feed my dogs, walk them, and hit the road.
Where are you headed to?
Massachusetts somewhere.
Damn.
Yeah. Hadley, Massachusetts. Action Bronson, Wyclef, myself, and someone else.
What's the most shows and like things you've ever done in a day?
There's times I've done 3 shows in a day.
Moving around, making it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, to see him perform and then to like you did at ZA Olympics, and to think about 3 of the, I mean, bro, that's crazy. That's great. You crushed it for ZA Olympics. Crowd was going 3 floors. Crowd was bopping. Like,
it was a nice spot.
Yeah.
It was a nice spot.
You smoking good that night too, I bet.
Yeah. We smoke good every night. It's part of the life.
What's your go-to right now? You have something that you always go to roll up or you keep going back to?
Nah, I go with a bunch of different things. Lately though, I've been smoking Fidel shit. I've been smoking Doja shit. I've been smoking Zushi. I've been smoking Felipe shit. Still cookies, of course. Shout out to Jokes Up. I got some Billy Kimber in the cut right now. Hold on, what else? Yeah, one for you. Smoke my own shit, Strain Gang.
Strain Gang.
Like, how's it been on your path of, you know, being
it's
an
doing
artist?
good. I've done a
the first
collab with my brother Skittles.
Is this the first? This isn't the first thing you've done.
No, I've been around. We got a collab with Fieldsy. That's my brother. I love Skittles too. Yeah, that's all, y'all.
Oh, dude, look at the strains too. I mean,
Rainbow Run.
You got to really know your smoke too. Mambas. He's talking about Skittles.
Yeah, shout out to my man C-Town Gabe too. That's my dude. I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I smoke a lot of shit. Really though, I'm not gonna lie. I've been on Tricadelics hash a lot lately. Shout out to Puffco. I got my proxy. I've been hitting my right a lot.
His hash is fire.
Holy shit, his hash is fire.
Fucking crazy.
That's the
I fuck with Castry. He got fire. I fuck with Shice, Smoke Dizzer's joint. I support everybody, man.
Man, we've sat down with a lot of people too. Not too many people. You just name like all stars in the call. Like people really putting out fire.
Yeah,
we don't hear that a lot. Like you might hear one or two brands. Like you're really tapped in. You know what's what.
Yeah, I smoke.
Yeah,
I call all these guys.
Mambas.
I'm a fan. Like I don't just come as an artist. I'm a fan of good bud. Like I'm a fan of good hustlers. I'm a fan of good movement. So if it's shout out to everybody in a shout. You know, I told you I'm a hippie. So like for me, it's like,
what's the most hippie shit you ever done?
Live life.
You never got caught up in home bouldering?
live life. I don't think it's about
Oregon.
Nah, I haven't never been caught up in none of that. I think my whole lifestyle is just more rap is very high end and fast, and we kind of balance that out. Like weed is the balance out for me. See, I'm a weird thinking sort of guy. I like fast cars so I could kind of speed up, and I like great weed so I could slow down. You know, you can't manipulate time, you can't cheat it, but you could bend it a little bit to work for you if you have the right mind state.
Yeah.
Right mechanics to work with it at the time.
Talk about like, staying motivated as a stoner. Cause like you're 3 shows in a day and shit. It's easy to tap out. Like, you've been doing this a long time.
You want something, you keep going. You push for it. I always thought it's been a hell of a, I don't know what people were smoking, but I feel, weed, it keeps me creative. It keeps me in the zone. It keeps me relaxed, keeps me thinking, keeps me on, in a calmer place. And you get to have fun. So I don't have a problem with being motivated. I guess it's just in my nature to get up and go and push. I have a lot of jobs, as you can see. Strain Gang, Pharmacy for Life, Juices for Life, solo career, group career, also do collabs. So I'm always working.
Made it your life though.
Yeah.
That's when it like goes right for people.
Because I can't work for nobody. I got to work for myself.
It's like you're just living.
Yeah.
You're doing stuff you want to do. That's living life.
That's what you got to do, or you feel, or it gets to you. Like I don't believe in having occupations and things I don't love, because then it gets miserable when you don't love it. But when it gets rough, when you love it, it's just a learning lesson, something for you to figure out how to do better, how to move better, how to make it work for you, and that becomes the flow that makes life a little bit easier to live.
What do you feel like the craziest tour you ever went on was? Where it was just like a group of people in that moment in time?
Craziest tour?
Yeah.
Rough Rider Cash Money tour for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that was when they're coming with like down with the helicopters and shit from the ceiling. Like the production was there.
Nah, there was no helicopters coming from the ceiling.
Not a real one, but like
I can't remember, but I know it was just this is like I said, this is pre-Instagram, pre-Twitter, pre-social media. So, it's like to go to an arena, and like before you get to the arena, you're pulling up in the tour bus, you're going to get something to eat, you're going to the mall, and it's just kind of like an organic buildup of what's happening. Then you get to showtime, and it's you're from a whole nother state, and you're getting to experience somewhere new, somewhere you may have never been before, or you not that many times, and to see people, to be able to connect with people, and go out, rock the stage, and connect with them, and share that same energy is just it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to say the least.
Yeah,
it's big rare too. That's a lot of people on that tour.
Yeah,
did you make some like good friendships and kind of like there's a few people you vibe with extra because you guys are
the whole thing. I mean, the way we did the tour was more you see, you like anytime you on a tour with somebody, it's you sharing, no matter the length of time, you sharing a piece of lifetime together. Like you realize it either then or you realize it later, but just as you seeing them when you want to eat, seeing them before show, seeing them backstage, seeing them after stage, watching the show, then you see them in another state. So it's like a coworker. It's like a co-worker in a very exciting life that comes in increments in certain time periods of you doing certain things. And then you, as an artist, this kind of rotates because, you know, you may have had that part of time with, you know, say Cash Money. I had this part of time, you know, seeing Rockefeller. I had this amount of time seeing, you know, West Coast artists. I had this amount of time seeing down South artists, and just think about all of these people you see within sharing moments of your life with, and, you know, different points of life. It's just pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah, because though it's different now, like with the social media, the whole dynamic is different. Because like when those tours were happening and those dates were dropped, like people were just waiting, and like that was the big plan. And they like
that was crazy. It's a big build up.
Crazy.
It's like a huge build up, and it's like that energy is just awesome to connect with, you know?
In like 2005 or 6, I saw Styles in Roxy, at the Roxy in Orlando, Florida. And like, it was, man, the club was packed out, bro. Yeah. It's crazy to think that far back, but I just remember like showing up for that show at the, like in Orlando for that. Crazy.
Yeah, you gotta, how you feel about Florida?
I love Florida. I love Florida. Yeah. You know, a lot of sour came from Florida and Piff. You know what I mean? A lot of trips to down 9-5. Man.
We're from Florida, so we relate to the Piff and the sour and shit. That's like the first, and Dro. Yeah. You know, we called it Crippy.
Yep.
But that was like the first, you know, good shit you could, you know, expect to get indoor.
As soon as you got out of Sticks and Stems, as soon as that phase started to pass.
Yeah.
They get good. You have that go through that BC phase? You guys ever get BC buds?
What's that?
They were like these
Canadian
buds coming in. I figured New York would see.
Never fucked with them. Mm-mm. I mean, they were probably obviously here, but
yeah, he got the good shit. He's naming all the fire.
I didn't. You know, after I think I knew to not smoke dirt in 9th grade.
Calling it dirt.
Yeah.
What do you think about the market right now with all the saturation?
It's a lot of saturation, but if people can make money, you know, I'm glad people are making money. It's just don't fuck up the culture. You know what I mean? There's, like I said, the plant's like food, so it's meant to be great food. It's meant to be mediocre. It's meant, you know, certain chefs, certain recipes. Some people don't want to go out buying exotic. There's people whose lifestyle and, you know, what they make, they want to buy mids or they want to buy lows, and respect what everybody, you know, what everybody's choice is. And I consider myself a bougie smoker. I'm definitely bougie when it comes to my, you know, my bud. But like I said, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. There's enough bud and enough money for everybody. So no matter what anybody's doing, if this is their lifestyle they choose, whether I like the weed, agree with it or not, because most of it I don't. Like, you know what I mean? Most of it's dirt. Yeah, most of it's dirt. Like, especially nowadays, they found a way to make it look good and smell good now, and it still be dirt. Like, I don't, you know, just they doing miracle shit now and tampering with shit. And
get artificial
like,
shit
fucked
on.
up. Like, yeah, you could look at something and smell it and be like, and then it's not hitting like that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, that's the game though. So, but as long as you organic to it and you ain't fucking with the weed, God bless you on your journey. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody can't start at the fucking top and get exotics and, you know, sling exotics, and everybody don't got the crowd for that. So it's, you know, different strokes, different folks. And some people don't even like strong weed. Some people want a good, like, mid. I'm anti-mid personally, for my personal self, but I don't knock nobody who wants to smoke a mid, a lower shelf. Like, that's why there's different shelves when you look in the dispensaries. Like, people don't, that's how I always particularly looked at it and took it, right? It's the top shelf, right?
Yep.
And then it's the middle shelf, and then it's the bottom shelf. Now, think about almost every dispensary you ever been in, ever. There could be hundreds of jars there. How many of those are good? Now, let's do the math. Think about it. Think about like your favorite last 10 dispensary experiences. How much percentage of it would you say is fire? Like if it's 100 jars.
10 maybe.
Maybe,
right?
10.
Yeah.
So if you think about it just from a general standpoint, it's always like 85 to 90% dirt.
Man, that's a breakdown right there.
Start saying dirt, man.
Yeah.
We said that. It's true though.
Yeah.
And you're right. It looks great.
It could be somebody you love, know, great person, great people, all that. I don't care what dispensary it is. You haven't been in a dispensary in years and picked over 10 strains. Saying you even getting 10 is a lot. Think about it.
Very true.
So what does that mean? It's the majority of dirt when you kind of think about it from a mathematical standpoint.
Even the good stuff that you know is good it's old. What do you think about that and the freshness? It's like
you gotta get the right jars and you know, should turn the CBD. Turn the CBD in the bag.
It doesn't. It gives you less of what you want out of the weed.
Yeah, definitely.
Grew some weed and turned to hemp.
Yeah. Well, you know, you get that tired, munchy feeling where that's cool and all, but if you're out doing shit, you got a lot to do. You want that psychoactive part of it.
This shit's smoking, bro. I really like. It's rare that we get handed some stuff that I'm like these are even these strains are like heady strains from certain people that I'm like, man, this shit's smoking.
We source from good people.
Who you rocking with on the strain gang?
That's my partner Owen and myself and my homie Daniel, who does down Doubt Times Belief. Me, and like I said, we as of yet, like we have things in the work. We're in talks with a few people. I was on the phone with them yesterday about searching for some genetics, but also just to be from a real standpoint, I do make music. I'm a hip hop person, but I'm also not fucking stupid, and I'm a businessman, so I'm not that egotistical as the average dude. More people are gonna want to smoke the shit I'm into smoking, looking at me as a connoisseur, and just go, I want to fucking smoke Styles P's one strain.
Smart.
So I don't want to we're strain gang because we're in the different strains. All of the people I name, we don't mind sourcing from other people. If you got the best shit, we see you. We want to deal with you. We had the pleasure of working with Alien Labs. We've had the pleasure of working with Doja. We've had the pleasure of working with Fieldy. So what we continue to plan on doing is collabing with people that we're fans of, that we love their bud, we love how they work. We're not egotistical to the point where we need to go. We're New Yorkers, we're stoners, we're connoisseurs, but we also don't fucking grow. So I don't mind connecting and being an actual truthful businessman and going, y'all know what y'all doing. You know this, you know that. I know this, I know that. Here's what we do. Here's how we rock, because we are, we ain't jumping out the window to do no crazy shit, because about us, it's really about the lifestyle. But y'all know what it is. This genuine over here. This is real. This isn't fluff. This isn't hype. This is what we'll do. We'll be here for the long run. We'll be with the community, and we'll be just keeping it authentic for our lifestyle, for ourselves, without needing any hype. But as I said, we've had the pleasure of working with
all top curators,
top dogs,
straight
like,
up.
you know what I mean?
You're in the know because you really smoke.
And tend to do the same thing and have different. Actually, we don't want to go, all right, we're just working over here. We're just working over here. We're just working with them. No, that's not what we're into. Like, we like smoking. That's like going, I just want to buy a certain, anywhere we go, we have a good bud. Like, we want to smoke it. We want to get the experience. Like, I met Stacks Sushi. I met him years ago in either in the gray area
in Amsterdam.
At the not greenhouse, not the fucking the commercial one that's everywhere. It's a backdoor hip hop one where you get good tea. They play nothing but fucking crazy, beautiful 90s hip hop. We met there and built and it was cool and just doing certain shit. Years later, like he's the Zushi, like Fieldsy, I met him years ago on the Humble. Even my bro Burner, like I know Burner from making music with him first. I seen his whole from him climb the ladder and go all of the stages. But these are all people that are really legitimate, just fucking stoners and just love what they do and love getting stoned. So we never gonna box ourselves in. So we looked for us to be doing some good shit. As you see, we source great bud.
Mm-hmm.
Do we grow it yet? No. Will we? Eventually soon, yes. And right now we're in New York. I don't smoke outdoor. I don't knock it, so I'm waiting for us to get when it gets to the indoor stages, is then we're gonna step our shit up a lot more. Like, you know what I mean? We got some great shit, but we ain't sourcing outdoor. Right now, New York State, we're getting good genetics in, but everybody still has to grow outdoor. And everybody doesn't love outdoor. Outdoor is for some people, and it's not for other people. So we just doing what we do. Right? Keeping the culture pushing every day. We have been the one, though, I must say, Downtown's belief in Strain Gang. If you've been to the Urban Plaza events, Good Times 2.0, or the back-to-back, but me and Kish, there's never been that many growers together in one building, collabing, chilling, relaxing, being cool with each other, no tension. That's what we here to bring to the culture, and we're going to keep reminding them. Like, you know what I mean? We also here to remind everybody who's coming to New York, respect the New York stoner, respect our culture, respect how we move. Make sure you tap in with the right people. There's no need for everybody to be challenging and going back and forth and talking so much shit. Just do the right thing, respect our state, and keep pushing in a nice way. Like, you know what I mean? Let's make it make sense. Like, because there are a lot of people who come in and this is what I do want to say to the growers. Like, there's an elite circle of stoners and smokers in New York, and you may be thinking you could come and sell booth and trick all the people and that everybody's dumb and that the New York smoker's dumb. Then you're not a real weed seller either. I don't care how reputable your brand is. Don't try to just fool people or shit on people because this state is not as much of a connoisseur as your state. Like, it's not supposed to be. But corporate-wise, market-wise, as far as, a community of people copping, there's no state in the world like it. So, consumer-wise, just stay on your 1-2. And let's just all be fair and treat each other nice and keep it as genuine pothead people.
Couldn't have said better.
Real leadership, the way you guys do it, and keep rocking and bring people together like that. And show that, like, no, we're gonna fuck with everybody. Like, what I tell people is, like, it's like rocking only one brand of clothing.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? And you know what I mean? Like, what? Like,
makes no sense.
Makes zero sense. So of course I like a little bit of everything of what I like, and you don't like it until you necessarily smoke it or try it. And you got to know, and that's how you figure it out. But that's also how you gain your perspective to what good weed is to you,
Facts.
I like stuff like this because he gets to pick the batches, the growers, the brands. It's almost like you're hand selecting what you're like you said, you're basically curating your own menu. And like, obviously it's smoking.
You know how you got, like, how I look at it, like, all of the people I named, they've established themselves to be, just say, let's say they're the Gucci of weed, Louis Vuitton of weed, Celine of weed, Christian Dior of weed, Tom Ford of weed, Nike of weed, Reebok of weed. I just want to be the Neiman of weed and the Foot Locker of weed. I don't want to be in your position. I just want to work on being able to provide those different brands to the people. That's my position. That's where I stand. Like you said, now I find some new fire. Do I want to be stuck in a box with just saying I fuck with this? No, I don't. Like, there's new shit out. There's new shit coming. There's old shit that's gonna come back. There's like, you know,
it moves quick.
It should be open-minded to everything. So that's where Strain Gang stands.
Yeah, it's the same with music. Mm-hmm. If you're not collabing with people, different producers, different artists, and all that stuff, it's moves so fast.
Yeah,
how are you gonna keep up at this point? At this point in time,
exactly.
You know, a Strain might be old to someone in 2 months. It took 2 years to create and get to market, maybe longer. So it's like music as well, right? Like an album, 30, 60 days. It could be a Drake album. It's getting old. Like,
as soon as you put it out, like we're in a different time.
It's crazy.
I could put an album out tomorrow, and in the comments, somebody gonna go, "When's the next one?" Like, what the fuck? I just gave it to you today, like right now.
This fire's still on fire. This heat's smoldering.
When's the next one? Like, that's the day and age we live in. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I say they have more pressure. Going back to what we was talking about earlier, these artists now, it's a lot more pressure on just keeping up with the. I'm not trying to keep up with
society
the algorithm.
Norms.
I am the algorithm.
Hey.
That's how I look at it.
I like that.
I don't got to keep up with the algorithm. I'm the algorithm. I'm part of it. I'm like fucking Neo. Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, what do you feel about all this AI stuff going on with music, especially?
I don't dig it. I don't like artificial anything, and especially not intelligence.
I think as people, none of us do.
Like, you know what's crazy when you think about it from I'm high, part of me, but now God made man, man made machine. Machine is thinking better than man, and that is God. It's old man's fault.
Damn, think about that. Let that simmer. That's interesting.
That's crazy, man. Just
to
hear that. It's so fucking true, and it's scary what's to come.
Man fucking everything up.
And man is struggling to make these laws to stop these people
like
that are driven by whatever they're driven by.
Artificial intelligence is man-made.
Is it true they're gonna have
like it's who's making it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have a lot of human beings that are not gonna understand that a human being actually made artificial intelligence, and now people are gonna feel artificial intelligence can think better than its creator. That's not acknowledging your creator. Now you're making a load of people who are going to have more faith in the creation than the creator. It's ass backwards. I don't knock it, but I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like where it's going to go. I don't want to hear artificial music. I don't want to eat food that was made by a machine. Where's the love in it? Where's the soul? Like, a machine can't give you grandma's energy. It can't give you grandma's cooking. It can't really give a fuck about the recipe and say it can hand it down to another machine, but it's no love. Can it feel sympathy for you? Can it feel emotions? Can it give you a genuine hug? Can it, like, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of great benefits as far as time and technology and being able to manipulate time more, but then there's also going to be a bunch of human beings that lose their job who now don't know how to get a job, don't know where to work. Why make something that's going to replace man? Like there's so it's kind of...
There's no need for it.
You got to have mixed feelings, but then I'm also fucking 48, so I'm not going to be thinking how someone 22 is thinking. Our mind frames are going to be different, so, to kind of...
You live a lot of lifetimes.
You got to look at things from different perspectives. So that's my perspective, but then I could see why a young person would have a different perspective. So it's kind of like, you just go with the flow.
Did you hear about is it true in New York City, they're going to test out robotic dogs?
I'm pretty sure as much as we've all seen on the Instagram of them testing out robotic dogs, that's just going to be robotic dogs. They show you everything and then they give it to you.
It's fucking insane.
Like I always tell people, there's movies I remember watching and going, holy fucking shit. And now that exact thing is happening.
Yeah, what movie is that? The fucking Will Smith movie. The
Enemy of the State.
Yeah, Enemy of the State as well. That's a classic.
Dude. Even before the iRobot. Yep.
Oh,
that's when it started.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror shit. They show you how shit is going to happen. Then it happens. Minority Report. Screening around that is screening.
Let's go.
Michael Knight.
Yo, he's even heady on the movies.
This guy's nickname was movies.
They used to call me movies. They'd be like, yo, grab an eighth and bring over some movies.
No doubt.
What's your go-to? You have a number one? If you're putting something on, you have old? No.
Mm-mm.
You like
That's
old
too, yeah.
Just like Strains.
It's too much. It's too much good movies to say.
How do you feel about movies nowadays? And like the fact that you don't go to the theater and all that other shit anymore.
I just went to the theater for John Wick and Avatar too.
He's handy.
So you're still going to the theater, making it happen.
Yeah, I mean they opened it back up, so yeah. But
a different experience.
It's definitely a different experience. I mean, that's like when you think about, for me, I've had to experience things that kids will never experience nowadays. So it's kind of like the movies used to be a big deal back in the days, but there wasn't internet. Yeah. It wasn't going to be, you couldn't hack the shit off YouTube in an hour after it came out. So you wanted to go actually to the theater and see the movie. You knew the movie theater was going to be packed on Friday, Saturday. It's going to be cool. You might have went after school with the homies. Like we used to go 20, 30 deep to the movie theater. Like some news coming out, smoking bud, chilling, waiting for the movie. So nowadays technology has kind of changed all of that. So these kids won't never have kids don't even fucking play tag.
They don't get out of the house.
Tag and manhunt was? Do you know how there's a lot of kids who will never experience manhunt? That's sad.
Manhunt was,
you know what I mean?
I can't imagine manhunt up here because we're in Florida. It's like it's kind of a lot of like woods or whatever.
Yeah.
But up here is like,
yeah,
that shit would be hard as fuck.
Definitely. But there's a lot of but technology. Like I said, now back then your homie had to be sitting next to you to play the video game. Now he could be in a whole nother country. You could log in and play video games with your homie. So it's always a double-edged sword. There's always two sides to kind of look at it. So you know what I mean? Like I just get high and say, fuck it.
Yo, First Smoke family, if you want to know where to get all the most exclusive stuff done for your brand at, smoothtrades.com. Use the code FSOTD and they're going to take care of you. Fast turnarounds, low minimums, and they know what they're doing. High quality products where we get all our stuff done for the podcast at. Grinders, trays, rolling cradles, all types of the new things that are dropping. Go check them out. Tell them the family sent you. They're going to take care of you. Appreciate it.
It's dope that you see both sides though. And you're able to
got to live through both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy because I feel like as human people, that connection is getting played with since COVID and stuff.
Definitely.
And it's starting to really like isolate society.
Definitely.
And now with inflation, it's like kicking it in overdrive. We're speeding it up the process.
Like, I don't know, it's just a very technically fast world. And, if you even think about it from a certain aspect, which you have to have been around long enough to kind of think about it in certain ways. Like you go order your groceries off the phone and they deliver it to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you would never imagine that shit back. It's little simple shit that's part of our everyday life. Like there was a time your phone was attached to the wall with a cord on it. Like you couldn't even, there was phone booths. There was phone booths like outside and people put quarters in them and fucking had to call people like that. There was a time I never called nobody. I had to knock on their door or yell at their window. Hey, Mr. Such and Such, can such and such come out today or yell at the thing. Like technology has taken a lot of things away but that's why generation and time changes. So you have to look at it like, shit is fucking crazy, but like you could order anything on Amazon. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's AI. So it seems like at some point they're trying to get people to be disconnected with people. And I think even prior to COVID, which I'm pretty sure if you look up prior to COVID under the CDC, one of the most things that have gotten people sick is lack of communication and socializing with other people. Mm-hmm. Like you'll go fucking crazy if you by yourself all the time. Humans thrive off of being around other humans and getting cultural experiences and transferring energy and thoughts and verbal exchanges, shit of that nature. But all of that's being kind of pushed out the door. And one day they might fucking have. I don't want to. Do you want an AI pre-rolling your shit?
They got like an AI dentist. Would you trust them all up in your mouth?
Oh hell no, no
that's
way.
A delicate. No, mouths are different. You know what I mean? So it's like, even with the regular dentist as it is now, I'm like, it's not the best. You don't enjoy it. So why would I let
like you go
all
there
quick? That's pretty fucking scary right there.
How's the computer going to smell a bud to say this is fire? How does it know it's fire? Like, they're going to have this shit's crazy.
It is. It's like he says, it's a double-edged sword. For every positive, there's a flip side negative.
Yeah, and
some outweigh others.
You're forced to adapt. Yeah. If you don't, you're fucked. Like if you would have never made a social media account,
it would have been a wrap.
It
would have been a wrap.
Can't do business. You can't conduct. You can't. So it's like you're forced into these things.
It's like half and half.
It is.
It's what you choose, the life you choose.
It is.
Like, you know what I mean? Because if you choose to go, this is what I don't want to do. And like, especially with smoking buds, but smoking buds should give you for me, it sort of gives you the clarity in life period, and just having an open mind and looking at things from a different perspective. When you're living by wanting to fit into society in a certain way, then yes, you are. If you feel comfortable with being like a fucking person who can move above, under, or on the side of the grid, then no, you don't. Like, you know what I mean? But it's the decision of where you at it, what particular time in your life, and the things you want to do. So sometimes, depending on what you want to do, is how much you have to play into the system. Unless you don't want to do that thing, then you just say fuck it and totally go to the side. But it is what it is. So you got to kind of, if you want to be relevant in certain places and areas, then yes, you have to figure out ways to use it to your advantage. Like, because even that is sometimes content is, especially when you get stoned, sometimes content is a little fucking overwhelming. When you just constantly taking content every few fucking seconds. You look at your phone, you go to the app, you go to IG, you go to Twitter, you go to Discord, you go to whatever the fuck whatever you're going to, and then it's always seeing other people's thoughts also, and then you don't really take that into consideration all the time, but you kind of mentally taking on a lot in your think tank by just looking at everybody's thoughts and perspectives. And one guy, you got a certain amount of people that are fucking joking around. You got a certain amount of people that are judgmental against people who don't do what they do. You got a certain amount of people giving good information. You got a certain amount of people who don't want information at all, that just want to entertain. You got a certain amount of people who throw negative energy, positive energy. It's like, that's a lot for the human mind to take but most people don't really realize it, because we're not telling each other that, because you're doing it, he's doing it, she's doing it, they're doing it, everybody's doing it. So now it becomes the norm, to the point where sometimes you gotta go, I gotta go, let me make sure I, say my prayers, take a shit and brush my teeth, then grab my phone. Like, you know what I mean? To be sure I clean up. Let me make sure I play a fucking couple word puzzles and then look at something. And then sometimes it doesn't work at all, and you just find yourself in a fucking matrix. But you got to figure out what works for your brain.
As he's talking about that, I think about when people used to get brainwashed, and it would like flip between images, and you'd be forced to watch. Like, it literally sounds like that. As you're speaking of it, I'm like, damn, that sounds like how they used to brainwash people. And then if they want to, if you want that negative thought, they go to negative images and they just keep playing them. If they want, this, they go this way. It's interesting. Not going with the norm. How long you been plant-based?
About 10 years. 9 years. 10 and 10 on December 31st of this year. 10 on New Year's Eve.
What do you say the best differences of the feelings and stuff like that are?
My energy and my energy and my spirit, I would say. Most people think I became plant-based by total mistake. I was a vegetarian from 03 to 13, so I just ate fish and other shit. But like, I ate every Thanksgiving I would eat with my family. Thanksgiving to 13, I just got sick, and decided to go on a 3-week cleanse, top of the year for the new year, and just never went back. Just never went back. I would say my energy and my spirit worked great for my health too. You know, I used to be 240 pounds. Then I dropped more weight and had eczema, postnasal drip, sinusitis, all of that shit kind of just left. And I just felt better in a better mind state also. Felt more clear, more in control. You know, I believe especially all the shit that's in this food industry, a lot of it tempers, you know, fucks with your temper, it fucks with your chemical balance. So I believe I had a chemical imbalance of some sort. Probably wasn't meant to eat a lot of the shit that I was eating, and it was throwing me off. So it just got me back to being a better me. You know, I'm not the plant-based person who, you know, like I said, I look at things from probably more different perspectives than the average person. So I don't push it on everybody, but I do push living a healthy lifestyle. Like, we have to start making the better decisions and the best decisions. Like if you're gonna eat, you know, if you eat whatever you're eating, make sure it's grass fed. Make sure there's no hormones in it. Make sure, you know, you sourcing the best shit you possibly can. Start doing the information on the inside of your body as much as the outside of your body. Like, we know where our cars are from, our hoodies, our jeans, our sneakers, our watches. We spend the best for the inside of our body. We even buy the best fucking weed we possibly can. But how many times do you flush the inside of your body? How much are you paying the same amount of attention to the inside of your body as the outside of your body? So that's a journey we all should be on, just to make better human beings, point blank period. So I'm pretty sure when God made animals, he knew somebody was gonna fucking eat an animal. So I don't push plant-based living on everybody, but I do push clean living, and I think you should look into what you're eating. And if I think everybody did, sooner or later they would gravitate to eating plants. Just, you know, for like more, you know, blame it on cannabis, but I can't, after a certain time period now, I can't say what makes a cow or a pig less worthy than my dog. Like, I love my dog because it's my dog and it's there, but I can't, I'm in a mind state now where I can't look at a fucking cow and say it deserved to be ate. Like, you know what I mean? That shit might have been cool. Like my dog. If I lived on the farm, I probably had what if it fucking mooed at me every day and like wanted to get fucking petted or some shit like that? So, you know, getting high forces you to think like that, and I'm just all around a plant guy.
Nah, that's good though. And it's crazy, all those things you listed off that left. Do you exercise on top of it?
Mm-hmm.
You got to check in.
Yes, I do.
I try to tell this guy, man, you got to be checking in.
Yeah.
He's big on checking in.
At least 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
Otherwise, for me, it's my mental starts suffering from it. Like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how that works.
It's all connected. Mind, body, and soul.
That's
it. It's all connected. And especially with doing this, like I'm 48, I like to chief. And I like to be put in a box. Like I can still exercise, I can still walk, I can still hit the pull-up bar, I can still do my push-ups. You know, shout out to Animals, MMA and Yonkers. Shout out to my coach Stu. I still, you know, go spar, go exercise, go try to learn, go be around tougher people than me that are more calm too. Like, because that brings you in a good mental space too, to see people that, you know, could fuck shit up, remain humble and remain cool. So you got to do things in life that just gets off that energy. Because like you say, you take a lot of fucking energy in, and you got to find somewhere to dump that. Like, you know, a lot of people understand people suffering from depression. But what about rage? There's a lot of people who have fucking rage in them. You got to find a way to get that out, and the best way is
men
to go to the, you know, go to the gym, go exercise,
we got testosterone and stuff built up in us. And like you said, on socials, we're taking on all this feedback, criticism, other shit, you know, that you're just scrolling, and it's true, that shit builds up. You definitely got to have an outlet,
no doubt.
I feel like, and it's got to be like something like physical. because it's like physical energy you taking on.
Facts. I agree with you.
You know, especially as men, that's huge. That's huge game.
Yeah.
What's like a go-to spot in New York for plant-based food? You got like a spot that you're just like, man, this is my go-to.
I got a few of them. Let me shout out 11 Madison Park. We also have a collab peanut butter and jelly with them. It's the only Michelin starred plant-based restaurant, vegan restaurant, I believe. Go get the Styles PB&J. Go order from 11 Madison home. I love Seasoned Vegan in Harlem. Right where we at, Stone makes a great. I gotta check with Chris. Like, I may be the first guy who requested back in the days. He made me a vegan pizza. He's been always a courteous gentleman. So I think I'm the first person that even on the first list of eating a vegan Stone pizza. So shout out to Cuts and Slices McLaren. You got a great vegan slice too. I'm fucking high. These hash roses hit, and I'm trying to think of some other places.
Oh, you're smoking the fire ones too, man.
Yeah, shout out to Stacks. Got the sushi now.
Come on. The big homie.
Yeah. Man. It's a lot of good ones, though. Go to Happy Cow.
Happy Cow.
Happy Cow. Anywhere you go, it tells you the vegan restaurants in your area. It's a great app.
Oh, okay. Okay, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
No. What have you been working on lately? Anything new that you've been working on? Stuff bubbling? That Zushi on Zushi smoking. Ooh. This Mambas. I smoked that whole joint and I'm like, all right, where should I roll up next? Like, fire, bro. You did great curation on these.
That Candy Rain.
Really did. Yeah, I know.
Strain Gang.
Well, and Candy Rain too, like a rare strain that popped out.
That's what we're working on. We're working on a few collabs right now. That we got popping for our Strain Gang. Opened up a store in Scarsdale, Pharmacy for Life. Actually, we have a brick and mortar. Juices for Life is open in another location. Working on my last solo album. Working on the LOX album. And I do have two artists that was speaking about doing a collab with. So I'm always working, like I said. You know?
It's a long time to stay consistent, man. And your journey's real dope.
Thank you.
Shout out to everything you do for the culture, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
I
really
appreciate
dope,
y'all, man.
It's really dope to connect with you and see, like, you know, how many people you've brought together over the years and how humble you remain and how you remain so connected in these different communities. Because I know it's not just the cannabis community. Like, you're super connected in multiple. So as we see, and it's impressive, bro.
Love is love. Thanks for having me, man. I had a great time.
Bro. Money, power, respect.
Come on.
Right? I get high. I mean, bro.
Let's go. The anthem.
We were celebrating those for years. Every hustler.
Well, shit, man. Styles, we
love
appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Episode 94. Let's go. Peace.